Welcome to the channel. Here, we honor the legendary figures we've lost, but whose legacies continue to inspire us every day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell so you never miss a tribute. Stick around till the end, we promise there's always something meaningful waiting for you. Tyka Evie Nelson, May 18, 1960 to November 4, 2024, was an American singer celebrated for her artistry in connection to one of music's most iconic families. As the full sister of Prince, she was part of a legacy that redefined modern music. Her unique voice and dedication to her craft allowed her to carve her own path, and she became a notable figure in her own right. Born in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nelson grew up in a musical household. Her father, John L. Nelson, was a jazz musician, and her mother, Mattie Della Shaw, was a jazz singer. Music was deeply ingrained in her upbringing, and the environment fostered her creativity from an early age. Alongside her brother Prince, who would go on to achieve global superstardom, Tyka displayed an innate talent for singing and songwriting. Their familial bond extended beyond their shared childhood, with music acting as a common thread between them throughout their lives. Nelson's career officially began in 1988 with the release of her debut album Royal Blue on the Cool Tempo label. The album, featuring the hit single Mark Anthony's Tune, showcased her soulful voice and ability to craft emotive songs. Produced by Larry Graham, the track achieved notable success, reaching number 33 on Billboard's Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs chart. The song's inspiration, her admiration for singer Mark Anthony, highlighted her ability to channel personal feelings into relatable music. Her subsequent albums, Yellow Moon, Red Sky, 1992, A Brand New Me, 2008, and Hustler, 2011, reflected her growth as an artist. Each project displayed her versatility, blending elements of R&B, soul, and jazz. She also gained recognition for her Grammy-considered work on A Brand New Me, demonstrating her enduring commitment to her craft over the years. Tyka's relationship with her brother Prince played a significant role in her life. Despite their distinct musical careers, they maintained a close bond. Following Prince's untimely death in 2016, Tyka publicly honored his legacy by accepting the American Music Award for Top Soundtrack on his behalf. She later co-designed Prince's urn, a testament to their familial and creative connection. In her later years, Tyka Nelson remained an influential figure in the music community. She continued to perform and pursue her passion until 2018, when she gave her final public performance in Australia. Although she attempted a return to the stage in June 2024, health issues prevented her from doing so. By then, she had also begun working on a memoir, aiming to share her story and preserve her family's legacy. Beyond her music, Nelson led a rich personal life. She was married to Maurice Phillips and was a devoted mother to 6 children. Among them, her sons Sir and President garnered attention, especially for their involvement in co-designing Prince's urn alongside her. Nelson's family expanded further, and by the time of her passing, she had 5 grandchildren. Her connection to her family remained a central pillar of her life, even as she navigated the complexities of her career and her position in the shadow of her brother's immense fame. Tyka also played a role in managing her share of Prince's estate, which became a focal point of media attention after his death. In July 2021, she agreed to sell 90% of her estate shares, along with her half-brother Omar Baker and late half-brother Alfred Jackson, who sold 100% of their shares. The decision was both practical and reflective of her desire to simplify the management of a legacy that carried immense cultural and financial weight. Her later years were marked by health struggles, which led to her retirement from music in 2024. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient and dedicated to her family and artistic pursuits. Her announcement of retirement coincided with her ongoing work on her memoir, which she intended as a lasting tribute to her journey. Tyka Nelson passed away on November 4, 2024, at North Memorial Hospital in Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Her death at the age of 64 was the culmination of a prolonged illness that had begun earlier that year. She left behind a profound legacy, survived by her sons, grandchildren, and the lasting impact of her contributions to music. Throughout her life, Tyka Nelson's career and personal story exemplified determination, creativity, and love for her family. As Prince's only full sibling, she carried the weight of their shared heritage while forging her own identity. Her albums, public appearances, and dedication to her craft ensured that her voice would be remembered, both as an artist and as a sister who played an integral role in one of music's most storied dynasties. Alan L. Rakins, October 3, 1942 to November 2, 2024, was an accomplished American actor whose career spanned decades across film, television, and theater. Best known for his roles as Douglas Brackman, Jr. on the iconic legal drama Law and Larry Finkelstein, the free-spirited father on Dharma and Greg, Rakins left a lasting mark on the entertainment industry through his versatile performances and distinctive charm. Born in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Rakins was the only child of Edward and Ida Rakins. His Jewish heritage and upbringing in Brookline, Massachusetts, were foundational to his identity. The loss of his mother at age 11 and his father's frequent absences due to work instilled in him a sense of independence, though it also left him grappling with loneliness. Watching Rebel Without a Cause as a teenager became a transformative moment, inspiring him to pursue acting as a means of expression and connection. Rakins initially enrolled at the Wharton School of Finance and Commerce at the University of Pennsylvania, intending to join the family food manufacturing business, Snowcrest. However, his passion for acting drew him away from business studies. He moved to New York City, where he began his theatrical training, and later earned his degree from Empire State College in 1974. Rakins' early career was deeply rooted in theater, with performances in notable Broadway productions like After the Rain and Hadrian VII. He also appeared in off-Broadway productions such as The Trojan Women and the provocative *O. Calcutta*, demonstrating his range and willingness to tackle challenging material. In 1972, he temporarily shifted focus to writing and directing, joining the American Film Institute as a fellow. During this period, he honed his skills behind the camera, contributing scripts to popular television series including The Fall Guy, Hill Street Blues, Knight Rider, and Quincy. Despite his success as a writer, Rakins returned to acting in the late 1970s, a decision that would redefine his career. His performance in Henry Jaglam's independent film always garnered critical acclaim and led to his breakthrough role on Law in 1986. As Douglas Brackman, Jr., a managing partner with a mix of authority and vulnerability, Rakins earned both Golden Globe and Emmy nominations. His portrayal resonated with audiences and established him as a household name. In addition to Law, Rakins demonstrated his comedic prowess as Larry Finkelstein on Dharma and Greg, 1997 to 2002. As the eccentric and loving father of Dharma, he brought warmth and humor to the role, endearing himself to viewers and cementing his legacy in television history. Rakins also made significant contributions to voice acting. His work as the Clock King in Batman, the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited showcased his ability to bring complexity and menace to animated characters. He later voiced Norman Osborn in The Spectacular Spider-Man, further solidifying his place in the superhero genre. Throughout his career, Rakins remained connected to the stage, performing in productions like Inherit the Wind, La Kjux Falls, and Promises. His dedication to theater highlighted his enduring love for live performance and his commitment to his craft. Beyond acting, Rakins was deeply invested in storytelling. Together with his wife, actress Joanna Frank, he co-founded Alafit Productions, a company dedicated to developing screenplays and literary works for film and television. The couple, who married in 1978, shared a son and built a strong partnership that blended their personal and professional lives. A member of Mensa International, Rakins was known for his intellectual curiosity and sharp wit. He also engaged in political advocacy, notably supporting Jesse Jackson's campaign for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1988. In his later years, Rakins continued to appear in guest roles on television series such as Grey's Anatomy, Young Sheldon, and NCIS, demonstrating his enduring versatility. His film credits included roles in Thunder Run, 1986, Showgirls, 1995, and North, 1994, among others. Whether on screen or stage, He approached each role with dedication and a deep understanding of character. Rakins passed away from heart failure on November 2, 2024, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. He was 82 years old. His legacy as a talented actor, writer, and voice artist endures, as does his impact on colleagues and fans who admired his work. Throughout his life, Alan L. Rakins exemplified the power of resilience, creativity, and passion. From his early days on the stage to his celebrated roles in television and film, he left an indelible mark on the arts. His contributions to entertainment, coupled with his intelligence and warmth, ensure that his memory will be cherished for generations to come. Peter John Sinfield, born on December 27, 1943, in Fulham, London, was an English poet, lyricist, and songwriter, best known as a founding member and lyricist of the progressive rock band King Crimson. Sinfield's work and influence in the music industry were immense, particularly through his contributions to progressive rock and his later ventures into pop songwriting. His lyrics, characterized by surreal imagery and themes of fantasy, nature, and emotional depth, remain iconic in the world of music. He passed away on November 14, 2024, at the age of 80, leaving behind a rich legacy of creativity and artistic expression. Sinfield's early years were marked by an eclectic and unconventional upbringing. He was born to a mother of Irish-English descent, Deirdre, known as Joey or Daphne, and an absent father, Ian. His mother's bohemian lifestyle greatly influenced him, fostering an environment rich in art and creativity. For much of his childhood, Sinfield was raised by Maria Wallenda, a German housekeeper from the famous Flying Wallenda's circus act. This unique upbringing shaped his vivid imagination and early fascination with words and poetry. Sinfield attended Daneshill School in Oxshott and later Ranelagh Grammar School in Bracknell, where he discovered his love for literature and poetry under the mentorship of his tutor, John Mawson. However, he left school at 16, briefly working as a travel agent, hoping it would allow him to explore the world. Sinfield's career trajectory was as unconventional as his upbringing. After dabbling in various jobs, including working for a computer company and selling handmade goods on market stalls, he pursued his passion for poetry and music. By the mid-1960s, he was performing as a singer-guitarist in a band he formed called The Creation, which he envisioned as a blend of Donovan's introspective folk and The Who's dynamic rock energy. His early experiences as a musician and poet laid the groundwork for his entry into the progressive rock scene. In 1968, Sinfield's friend Ian MacDonald introduced him to Giles, and Fripp, a progressive pop trio that would soon evolve into King Crimson. Sinfield became the band's lyricist and conceptual visionary, contributing not only lyrics but also ideas for the band's image, album artwork, and live performances. He coined the name King Crimson, reflecting the band's ambitious and somewhat ominous artistic direction. Their debut album, In the Court of the Crimson King, released in 1969, is widely regarded as a cornerstone of progressive rock. Sinfield's lyrics on this album, such as those for Epitaph and The Court of the Crimson King, were praised for their rich imagery and philosophical undertones. As King Crimson evolved musically, the relationship between Sinfield and Robert Fripp, the band's guitarist and leader, grew strained. Sinfield's departure from the band in 1972 marked the end of an era for King Crimson. However, it opened new avenues for Sinfield, who collaborated with other artists and pursued a solo career. He worked with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELP, providing lyrics for songs like I Believe in Father Christmas and C'est la vie. His work with ELP showcased his ability to adapt his lyrical style to suit the band's grandiose and theatrical music. Sinfield's solo album, Still, released in 1973, further demonstrated his versatility as a songwriter and musician. The album featured contributions from various prominent musicians, including Greg Lake and John Wetton, and reflected Sinfield's poetic sensibilities. Although Still was not a commercial success, it remains a cult favorite among progressive rock fans. In the late 1970s and 1980s, Sinfield shifted his focus to pop music, a transition that highlighted his adaptability as a lyricist. Teaming up with composer Andy Hill, he co-wrote several chart-topping hits, including The Land of Make-Believe by Bucks Fizz and Think Twice by Celine Dion, which won an Ivor Novello Award for Best Song musically and lyrically. Sinfield's ability to craft emotionally resonant lyrics allowed him to thrive in the pop music landscape, even as progressive rock's popularity waned. Despite his success in the music industry, Sinfield's creative pursuits extended beyond songwriting. He wrote poetry and experimented with different forms of artistic expression throughout his life. His book Under the Sky, a collection of lyrics and poems, offered insight into his creative mind. Sinfield was also active in the literary and artistic communities, participating in events like the Genoa Poetry Festival and publishing haiku during his later years. Sinfield's personal life was as colorful as his professional career. His first marriage to Stephanie ended in divorce, and he later married a Spanish model, whom he met during his time in Ibiza. His years in Ibiza and Majorca were marked by a lifestyle of reflection, creativity, and connections with other artists. However, financial challenges and health issues, including a quadruple bypass surgery in 2005, occasionally disrupted his career. Throughout his life, Sinfield remained deeply influenced by literature and the arts. He cited writers such as William Blake, Arthur Rimbaud, and Edith Sitwell as inspirations, and his lyrics often drew from their themes of mysticism, nature, and existential inquiry. Musically, he admired Bob Dylan and Donovan, whose storytelling and poetic lyrics resonated with him and inspired his own songwriting. Sinfield's legacy is multifaceted. As a lyricist for King Crimson, he helped define the sound and spirit of progressive rock, influencing countless bands and musicians. His work with ELP and pop artists demonstrated his ability to adapt his style to different genres and audiences. Beyond music, his poetry and artistic contributions enriched the broader cultural landscape. In his later years, Sinfield lived in Aldborough, Suffolk, where he remained active in the songwriting community and continued to create poetry. His death in 2024 marked the end of a remarkable life, but his influence and artistry endure. Whether through the haunting lyrics of King Crimson, the anthems he co-wrote for pop icons, or his introspective poetry, Peter Sinfield left an indelible mark on the world of music and art. Arthur Bernard Frommer, July 17, 1929 to November 18, 2024, was a pioneering American travel writer, celebrated for creating the Frommer's brand of travel guides that revolutionized the way people approach travel. His work democratized international travel, making it accessible and affordable for millions of people, especially in the post-World War II era. Over a career that spanned more than 7 decades, Frommer became synonymous with budget-friendly, insightful, and practical travel advice. His contributions not only shaped the travel industry but also influenced how individuals across the globe planned and experienced their journeys. Born in Lynchburg, Virginia, Frommer grew up in a Jewish immigrant family. His father, Nathan Frommer, hailed from Austria, while his mother, Pauline Abrams Frommer, came from Poland. The family relocated multiple times during his childhood, with Frommer spending part of his youth in Jefferson City, Missouri, before settling in New York City when he was 14. He attended Erasmus Hall High School in Brooklyn and later pursued higher education at New York University, graduating in 1950 with a degree in political science. He continued his academic journey at Yale Law School, earning his law degree in 1953 and serving as an editor of the prestigious Yale Law Journal. Frommer's career trajectory took a decisive turn during his service in the United States Army, where he was drafted during the Korean War. His linguistic skills led to his assignment in Europe rather than Korea, a placement that proved to be pivotal. While stationed in Germany in 1955, Frommer wrote and self-published The GI's Guide to Traveling in Europe. Targeted at American servicemen stationed abroad, the guide focused on economical travel options and quickly sold out its initial print run. This early success laid the foundation for what would become a lifelong passion and career in travel writing. In 1957, Frommer expanded on his initial effort with the publication of Europe on $5 a Day, a civilian-focused guidebook that emphasized affordability and accessibility. The book became a bestseller, striking a chord with post-war travelers eager to explore Europe without breaking the bank. Its success was not merely due to its practical advice but also because it empowered a generation of middle-class Americans to see the world, fostering a spirit of adventure and cultural exchange while developing his travel guides. Frommer also practiced law, working at the prestigious firm Paul, Weiss, Rifkind, Wharton, and Garrison. During his legal career, he handled a range of cases, from water rights disputes in the American West to defending D.H. Lawrence's novel Lady Chatterley's Lover in a landmark First Amendment case. However, his growing interest in travel and publishing eventually led him to leave law in 1961 to focus on his burgeoning travel business, Arthur Frommer International, Inc. In the 1960s, Frommer diversified his activities. He launched $5 a Day Tours Incorporated, offering affordable tour packages, and authored books beyond the realm of travel. His The Bible and the Public Schools, 1963, defended the Supreme Court's decision to ban compulsory Bible reading in public schools, while Goldwater from A to Z, 1964, critiqued the Republican presidential candidate Barry Goldwater. These works reflected Frommer's intellectual breadth and his willingness to engage with contemporary social and political issues. Frommer also ventured into the hospitality industry, building several hotels under the Arthur Frommer name in Aruba, Curaçao, Copenhagen, and Amsterdam. Among these was the Hotel Mercure Amsterdam Arthur Frommer, now part of the Accor Group. These hotels further cemented his reputation as a champion of accessible, high-quality travel experiences. In 1977, Frommer sold his guidebook business to Simon & Schuster. Although the brand changed hands multiple times, he eventually reacquired the rights in 2012, demonstrating his enduring commitment to the brand he built. During the intervening years, Frommer continued to innovate, founding Budget Travel magazine in the 1980s and publishing Frommer's New World of Travel, which encouraged alternative vacation styles. He also embraced new media, co-creating Frommers.com in 1997, one of the first travel websites. The site became a leading resource for online travel information, reflecting Frommer's ability to adapt to the digital age. Over the decades, Frommer's guidebooks sold more than 75 million copies worldwide, a testament to their enduring popularity and utility. The brand's success was driven by Frommer's ethos of offering unbiased, practical, and user-friendly advice. His guidebooks were known for their clear organization, focus on budget-friendly options, and emphasis on experiencing local culture. In addition to his publishing work, Frommer remained a prominent media figure. He wrote a syndicated travel column for over 2 decades and hosted The Travel Show with Arthur and Pauline Frommer, a weekly radio program co-hosted with his daughter Pauline. The program covered a wide range of travel topics, from destination recommendations to travel tips and industry trends. Frommer's personal life was marked by his dedication to family and his passion for travel. He was married twice, first to Hope Arthur, with whom he had his daughter Pauline, and later to Roberta Broadfield. He also had 2 stepdaughters. Frommer's relationship with Pauline was particularly significant. She not only co-hosted his radio show but also became a travel writer in her own right, ensuring that the Frommer's legacy continued into the next generation. Arthur Frommer passed away on November 18, 2024, at the age of 95, due to complications from pneumonia. He died at his home on Manhattan's Upper West Side, leaving behind a legacy that transformed the travel industry and inspired countless people to explore the world. Frommer's life and work demonstrated the power of curiosity, the value of accessibility, and the enduring appeal of travel as a means of connecting with people and cultures. Through his guidebooks, media presence, and advocacy for affordable travel, Arthur Frommer not only helped people see the world but also changed the way they thought about travel itself. Vin Diesel, born Mark Sinclair on July 18, 1967, in Alameda County, California, is one of Hollywood's most recognizable actors and action stars. Known for his deep, gravelly voice and muscular physique, Diesel has built a career that spans acting, producing, and directing. He rose to international fame as Dominic Toretto in the Fast and Furious franchise, a series of films that has become one of the most successful movie franchises in history. With a career spanning decades, Diesel has cultivated a persona that combines raw physicality with a surprising sensitivity, making him a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Diesel was raised in New York City by his mother, Delora Shirlene Vincent, an astrologer and psychologist, and his adoptive father, Irving Vincent, who worked in theater as an acting instructor and theater manager. His biological father remains unknown, though Diesel has described himself as being of ambiguous ethnicity. This background has allowed him to portray characters from a variety of racial and cultural backgrounds, a versatility that has contributed to his success. Diesel's introduction to acting came by chance when, at the age of 7, he and some friends broke into a theater with plans to vandalize it. Instead of punishing them, the theater's artistic director offered them roles in a play. This experience sparked Diesel's love for acting, and he began performing in theater productions throughout his childhood and teenage years. By the time he was in high school, Diesel was deeply immersed in the performing arts, balancing his love of acting with a burgeoning interest in fitness and bodybuilding. After high school, Diesel briefly attended Hunter College in New York City, where he studied creative writing. This interest in storytelling would later influence his approach to filmmaking, as he became not just an actor but also a producer and director. However, his time in college was short-lived, and Diesel left to pursue acting full-time. Like many aspiring actors, he struggled initially, taking odd jobs and facing repeated rejections. Frustrated by the lack of opportunities, particularly for actors of ambiguous ethnicity, Diesel decided to take control of his own career by creating opportunities for himself. Diesel wrote, directed, produced, and starred in a short film titled Multifacial, 1995, which tells the story of a multiracial actor navigating the challenges of auditioning in Hollywood. The film was screened at the Cannes Film Festival, where it garnered positive attention for its authenticity and emotional depth. This success gave Diesel the confidence to continue creating his own projects, leading to his first feature-length film, Strays, 1997, a drama about a drug dealer seeking redemption through love. Although Strays did not achieve commercial success, it showcased Diesel's talent and determination, earning him further recognition in the industry. Diesel's breakthrough came when Steven Spielberg saw Multifacial and was impressed by Diesel's performance and creative vision. Spielberg cast him in a supporting role as Private Adrian Caparzo in Saving Private Ryan, 1998. This role not only introduced Diesel to a global audience but also demonstrated his ability to hold his own alongside established actors like Tom Hanks and Matt Damon. It marked a turning point in his career, as Hollywood began to take notice of his unique presence and talent. In 2000, Diesel starred in 2 films that solidified his status as an action star: Boiler Room, a crime drama about stockbrokers, and Pitch Black, a science fiction thriller in which he played Richard B. Riddick, a dangerous convict with extraordinary night vision. The latter film became a cult hit and spawned a franchise, including The Chronicles of Riddick, 2004, and Riddick, 2013. Diesel's portrayal of Riddick showcased his ability to combine physical intensity with complex character development, earning him a dedicated fan base. The role that truly defined Diesel's career came in 2001 when he starred as Dominic Toretto in The Fast and the Furious. The film, which centered around illegal street racing and high-octane heists, was an unexpected box office success. Diesel's portrayal of Toretto, a charismatic and loyal leader with a strong sense of family, resonated with audiences worldwide. His chemistry with co-star Paul Walker, who played Brian O'Connor, became a cornerstone of the franchise. Over the years, Diesel has reprised his role as Toretto in numerous sequels, helping to transform the Fast and Furious series into a global phenomenon. Diesel's involvement with the franchise extends beyond acting. He has served as a producer on several installments, playing a key role in shaping the direction of the series. Under his influence, the films have evolved from street racing dramas to international action spectacles, featuring elaborate stunts, diverse casts, and themes of family and loyalty. Despite occasional controversies and on-set conflicts, Diesel has remained the face of the franchise, embodying its heart and soul. Outside of Fast and Furious, Diesel has explored a variety of roles and genres. He voiced the titular character in the animated film The Iron Giant, 1999, a critically acclaimed story about friendship and sacrifice. His deep, resonant voice brought an emotional depth to the character, earning him praise for his performance. Diesel has also lent his voice to Groot, the beloved tree-like character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Guardians of the Galaxy series. Despite only saying 3 words, "I am Groot," Diesel's performance captures a wide range of emotions, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Diesel has appeared in other action films, such as XXX, 2002, and its sequels, where he played Xander Cage, an extreme sports enthusiast turned government agent. He also starred in The Last Witch Hunter, 2015, a fantasy adventure that he co-produced, and Bloodshot, 2020, a superhero film based on the Valiant Comics character. While these films received mixed reviews, they reinforced Diesel's status as a bankable action star with a loyal fan base. Diesel's success extends beyond acting. He founded One Race Films, a production company through which he has produced many of his films. He also launched a record label, Racetrack Records, and a video game company, Tigan Studios, which developed games such as The Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. These ventures reflect Diesel's entrepreneurial spirit and his desire to explore creative opportunities beyond the screen. Throughout his career, Diesel has been open about the importance of family, both in his personal life and his work. He has 3 children with his partner, model Paloma Jimenez, and often shares glimpses of his family life on social media. The theme of family is central to the Fast and Furious franchise, and Diesel has credited his own experiences with shaping his portrayal of Dominic Toretto. He was particularly close to his co-star Paul Walker, whose death in 2013 deeply affected him. Diesel has honored Walker's memory by dedicating films and performances to him, ensuring that his legacy lives on through their shared work. Diesel's contributions to the entertainment industry have earned him numerous accolades, including an MTV Movie Award, a People's Choice Award, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Despite occasional criticism of his acting range, Diesel remains one of Hollywood's most enduring and recognizable stars, known for his dedication, charisma, and ability to connect with audiences around the world. As of 2024, Diesel continues to expand his creative pursuits. He remains at the forefront of the Fast and Furious franchise, which shows no signs of slowing down, and is involved in various projects as an actor, producer, and voice artist. His journey from a struggling actor to a global superstar is a testament to his resilience, talent, and unwavering belief in himself. Vin Diesel's legacy is one of determination and versatility, and his impact on the film industry will be felt for years to come. Thank you for watching. We hope this tribute helped keep the memory of these legends alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories. Until next time, take care and keep their legacies in your heart.